your family, and let's talk about, where you are. Like, I want to know, from your oldest brother to your youngest sister, and you know, where were they all in Drogheda at the time that you were boxing and came home from the Olympics at 1956? You must have been. Etna wouldn't have been in England because she's younger than you if you were only 26, right? So talk about your family, like, who Ma Byrne was, who your father was, their names, and the order of they were in your, from oldest to youngest.
Oh, I had 6 brothers and 2 sisters. And my mother, my father died. And before I boxed. And my mother, she went and seen me boxing.
Where did she see you boxing?
In Dublin. They took her up to Dublin just to let her see me box.
And didn't Ma Byrne do something special for you every, when she knew you were going to be boxing? Didn't she make a special meal for you? And
oh yeah, she'd give me the best of everything. And someone told her about raw eggs, to get a raw egg and just swallow it down at least twice a week. And she was doing that. She's trying to make me better.
And where would she be getting the eggs from?
Over the market.
Oh, okay.
And I had 6 brothers. My eldest brother was Jimmy. He's dead. Next brother was Patsy. He's dead. Next brother was Gus. He was in the army, the Irish army. He's dead. Then it was John. He's dead. And Lewis. He's dead. And my younger brother, Francie. He's dead. And my sister Myra, she's dead. And my sister Etna, who's the youngest of the whole lot of us, she's still in England. And I keep in touch with her.
And when you were growing up, so Ma Byrne got to see you box, and your dad didn't get to see you box, so he died before you were 12. And did your brother Gus ever get to see you box?
No. No, he died about 3 months before my father.
Okay.
My father was dead 3 months before him.
And so Ma Byrne raised everyone in the same house?
Everyone, yeah. Same, yeah, 5 Harpens Gardens.
And how many people, how big of the house was it that you lived in?
Oh, you'd two bedrooms upstairs, the bedroom downstairs, they call it a parlour, and a kitchen. That was it.
And everyone had to share the same room?
Yeah, there was 4 of us in the one, sleeping in the one bed, and sometimes 5. My brother Jimmy, he had a single bed in the same room. And my sister, Etna and Mara, they slept in the other room with my mother. And me and Francie used to sleep there because we were young.
And before you'd go for a fight, what would you eat to give you the strength? Like, what could you eat and to give you the strength to go in?
Well, you didn't eat much. You didn't that day. You didn't eat much. Just before you'd have to weigh in, and you couldn't be overweight, so you wouldn't eat anything in the morning. Then, when you'd have to go to Dublin if you're boxing in Dublin, you have to go up there and get weighed in, because that's where the championships are held.
And how much was your weight? What was your weight?
132 pounds. It was lightweight.
And
that was
always had to be 132 pounds?
Under 132 pounds.
Under 132, okay. And what would you do if you were 133 pounds? How would you...
You'd go out and you'd always have stuff with you that you'd get into some gear, run in a suit or something, and again and run around the stadium for an hour to sweat off a pound or so off you.
And how about skipping rope?
Skipping, anything at all, yeah. Skipping and running and exercise.
And how many fights did you fight?
I think it was 200 and something.
210?
I don't know, 263, I think.
Oh, okay. And how many did you win?
Well, I boxed for Ireland 29 times, I think it was. And I only lost, I think it was 1, 2, 3 fights out of the 29 times I boxed for Ireland.
Did you ever get knocked out?
No, I was never knocked out.
And how many men do you think you knocked out?
Oh, couldn't tell you. I lost count of them.
Did you knock any men out here in Canada after you immigrated to Canada?
I even knocked them out, outside the Cromdale Hotel. I knocked them out.
Or up at Slave Lake?
The Cromdale, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was some place, I tell you. Oh, fights.
Yeah, I imagine.
Oh. But the fought, they would have crossed out the back door, or across Safeway, it was across the street, and there was a parking lot there. And they went over there and fought, and went back into the Cromdale and drank. It was like on a Saturday night and Friday night. No problem. Somebody big rush for the door. What's on? Oh, such a body's going out for it. Oh, I said, they're fighting last week and they were no good. Wasn't worthwhile going out to watch them. It was unbelievable, that Cromdale.
But no one would fight like that in Ireland. You wouldn't be fighting outside
No.
the bars in Ireland. Hey?
Oh, God, I don't know the fair green there.
Oh,
They're
used to
always fighting.
Used to be, yeah. They call a bat and they were always fighting.
Always fighting.
They'd come home, they lived outside Arno. And there'd be a fight.
But did you ever do any of those kind of fights that were on this side? Or
On the street, yeah.
when someone would say...
Sure, I was there. Nobody'd fight me in the street where I lived. I was champion of Harman's Garden.
Right. Did any of your brothers ever box?
No. It's funny.
None of them went
None
to
of them,
box?
no. Just
And
didn't.
what would happen when you came home and you'd be all, your eye would be shut? And
Well, there was always a pumper in the street somewhere. There was a pump, where, like you see the fire hydrants here. Pumps, you pump the handle and you get the water and throw up in your face and watch you be bleeding out the nose. Keep throwing water up till it stop. And that was it.
Do you ever get any stitches?
Just boxing when I was boxing.
You get your eye stitched up?
Yeah,
or
I got one eye stitched up.
Do you think you ever broke your nose boxing?
No, you never knocked out. And I got a few stitches on them. I got a butt of a head.
And that opened up your I think your eyebrow, right?
Yeah.
On there.
But I had 263 fights or something like that. I have it written down somewhere. And I didn't lose too many.
No, I don't
I think it was
you did.
6 or something. Six times something I lost. Then I even fought out here. I boxed when I was in that lumber camp.
Yeah, tell us that story about the lumber camp up in Slave Lake.
Yeah. Well, there was a fella up there, he was German. And he was in one lumber camp and I was in another in Vanderwills. And he made a challenge to fight someone from the camp. And the fella was trying to get somebody. And then some of them knew I did a bit of boxing.
Yeah, they called you the Irish, right?
Yeah, the Irish.
And how you were chopping trees up in the lumber camp?
Yeah, 25 cents for chopping all the branches off a tree. I got 4 trees, I'd limbed all the branches off it with an axe. And the branches in the trees were like trees,
Mm-hmm.
And I was getting 25 cents a tree. And I got, for the fight that fell up in the Slave Lake I got, Suppose they gave me $60 to collect it in the camp. They gave me $60 if I'd fight the fella.
Did you knock him out?
Yeah, he quit.
Oh, he quit.
Yeah.
And was he much bigger of a man than you? Because you were still only maybe 130 pounds.
Oh no, it was about that. But no, he was around my height and that, a little bit big on a little bit heavier, but that was nothing. I was thinking of the money for 25 cents for chopping up a tree. I couldn't fight him. I was like getting 60. That was a week's work.
Yeah.
No.
So you don't think there was ever a boxer that you ever felt any fear